What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the Crasher community? How are you guys doing today? With all of the insanity as of late when it comes to the content I have been making, I know I am a little bit late when it comes to this piece of news right here, but we have ourselves an update in regards to competitive Pokemon content, more specifically revolving around the Smogon community. So, on June the 7th, Smogon tweeted out the following. After some days of polling among the community, the OU Tiering Council has unanimously decided to remove Chien-Pao and Zamazenta-Crowned from the tier. To the distortion world, Ubers they go. More information on the reasoning here. So going a bit more into detail here on this situation, we can see for both Chien-Pao and Zamazenta-Crowned, we have ourselves across the board bans everywhere. Up, down, left, and right. Holy smokes. So let's get into the reasonings behind this unanimous ban. First off, for Chien-Pao, it has been able to make use of its Great 2 stabs, same type attack bonuses, that being Ice and Dark, alongside Sacred Sword to hit the vast majority of Pokemon in the metagame, especially after the ban of Magearna. Chien-Pao has effectively able to handpick its own counters throughout the entire metagame due to its stabs and coverage, and this is amplified by the possibility for attack-boosting items or an offensive terrestrialization choice such as Terra Dark with Crunch. A boost from Choice Band or getting a Swords Dance under its belt can lead to it being uncounterable, and this does not get into how naturally fast it is in a metagame where offense is king. While it was not quite able to beat Zamazenta forms, and it was weak to Stealth Rock, Chien-Pao's offensive arsenal allowed for it to have hardly any counterplay, and what did qualify was not remarkably consistent either. As such, we wanted to get it out of the format to match the desires of our player base and help develop a rapidly shifting metagame in the best fashion possible. I'll be honest, I really wasn't too surprised that Chien-Pao was going to be banned yet again. It was banned before Pokemon Home, and it got banned again post-Pokemon Home. Now let's move on to Zamazenta-Crowned. In a metagame known as Scarlet and Violet Overused, a minigame known as Iron Defense plus Body Press Simulator exists when Zamazenta-Crowned is summoned onto the field. Few adversaries are worthy of trying to outmaneuver the king himself, which made it very problematic. Truth be told, Zamazenta-Crowned was undoubtedly polarizing as it hits unreasonably hard for a Pokemon with bolstered defenses thanks to the newly found Body Press. While it only ran one set and followed this predictable pattern, that was all that we needed to break the tier wide open, making team building a massive challenge due to its burden. All things considered, Zamazenta-Crowned fit an interesting niche to perfection and does so while greatly limiting the metagame. We were excited to dabble with it, but Body Press was clearly too much. And this right here was a Pokemon that prior to Generation 9 did not have the combination of Iron Defense and Body Press. However, with Generation 9 now a thing currently, Zamazenta now has access to Body Press, and if you guys don't know how Body Press works, well, let's just take a look at good old Bulbapedia. So as we see right here, it is a physical fighting type move with the base power of 80. Now as for its effect, Body Press inflicts damage, but it uses the user's defense stat instead of its attack stat to calculate damage. Defense stat stage modifiers are applied rather than attack stage modifiers, but otherwise attack modifiers are used, including held item, ability, and burn. For example, huge power or a held choice band will increase the stat used in calculation, whereas fur coat or a held eviolite will not. In contrast, Slow Start will decrease the stat used in calculation. So when you combine the uniqueness of Body Press with an awesome move like Iron Defense being a move that raises the user's defense stat by 2 stages, you can begin to see where the combination of iron defense and body press becomes insanely problematic, especially for something that can use it very, very well, like Zamazenta-Crowned. And going a bit further into this, ladies and gentlemen, with Zamazenta-Crowned, it is a fighting steel-type Pokemon with the ability known as Dauntless Shield, where if you were to be on the field with that ability, you would have your defense stat raised by 1 stage right from the jump. And as far as its resistances go when it comes to this typing, it has an immunity to poison, it has a 4 times resistance to bug and rock type moves, and it resists the likes of dark, dragon, grass, ice, normal, and steel. Now, as for its stats, this is where things go even more insane. We have ourselves 92 HP coupled with 140s in both the defense and special defense. Yeah, that right from the jump means that this Pokemon is going to be bulking up them hits for days. And as far as its offenses go, well, we're not going to worry about that base 80 special attack. It is Garbo. But that 120 attack certainly is not Garbo. It is actually really good for a Pokemon that is meant to be defensive. And something else that is also really good for a Pokemon that is meant to be defensive would be that 128 speed. This thing is a speed demon that hits like a truck and can tank hits like a truck. So unlike last generation, where this Pokemon barely saw the light of day in the Ubers tier because of how it was not exactly, we'll say, the best Pokemon to use, especially with body press being absent back then, well, now we have ourselves Zamazenta-Crowned making its way back into the Ubers tier, so we'll just have to wait and see if the Shield Doggo can actually get its crown and its rightful place in the Ubers tier. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it here for this video. I wanted to provide you guys with this competitive update for those of you guys that are interested in news like this. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions about what we discussed here in today's video? I'd love to hear back from you beautiful people as per always. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it here for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful peeps. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you next time.